with the gap. What happens if I do this? Am I gonna get this on the first try? That's the question, because I mean, if I can get this on the first try, I mean, we can basically forget that Marisa exists. Which will be a very good idea, obviously. But, you know. I mean, I do know that this is gonna be easier than Marisa, obviously. But the question is if it's gonna be easier enough that basically I can do it on the first try. That's what I want to know. And even if I cannot do it on the first try, what happens if I get to, for example, the last spell? Someone is confident. I mean, it's less than I'm confident and more that I want to see where this goes. Because I think that it's pretty clear to me that this is gonna be probably like 1.5 easier. 1.5, I mean, you know. Oh, I didn't read Yami's shitty joke. It says because of the table layout. Whatever. That was a pretty bad show, dude. Come on. Besides, what table layout? I mean, nobody says table layout. Come on, bro. Well, maybe they do, but I don't. And if I don't say it, means that nobody else does, right? Is that how it works? So yeah, I just want to... Hey, this is gonna be a test run, you know? This is just a test run to see if Sanae is really that broken. Which, I already know that she's the best character in the game, but I just want to see. I just want to experience it. Want to find out by myself. Wanna see it firsthand. If it's not, that's fine too. But it's gonna be an experiment of some sort, if you wanna call it that way. Let's just find out what's the answer to the question. I mean, after all, if we're gonna give up, might as well at least try, you know, try it this way. So you can clearly tell that it's pretty ridiculous, right? I mean, regardless of what happens after this, you can already tell, like, the difference. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to do it after all. This pattern, no matter what, I always die to it. That seems to be a constant. Which I don't particularly mind, because it's basically, I think, the only place that it's more or less guaranteed that I die, so I don't really mind. That's bad. I think I fucked it up. Yeah, I did fuck it up. Nice. This one, funnily enough, is easier with Sanae, because even if you don't target the main guy at the center, you target the fairies that can still kill you. They will... were always used for page layouts in the past too young? No, I don't think I'm too young. I'm using tables in the pages that I work with. So I don't think it's a too young kind of thing. It's just that, Spanish motherfucker. Nobody calls them table layouts. Just call it. We just call it tabla, Come on, bro. You gotta understand that just because someone speaks a different language doesn't mean that they are not in the loop. Same shit. Yeah, but I mean, saying tablas is the same as saying table, which is not the same as saying table layout. So definitely not the same shit. But tablosos. That will be an interesting adjective, I gotta say. But what will it mean? What will it mean for someone to be tabloso? That's an interesting word that you created there. If I call someone a tabloso, what will that mean? Huh. It sounds like a good word. It's definitely not a word, I can guarantee you that. But regardless of if it is or not a word, it definitely could be a word. Alright, you know what? Should I start calling you tabloso? I like it. Should I say that Yam is a tabloso? But the real question is, will that piss him off? Because if the answer is no, then I gotta say that I'm not interested. I mean, what is the point otherwise? Do adjectives usually end in os? They usually end in no. See, here's the thing. Usually an adjective, I mean, see, the problem is I can't think a lot here right now. So what I'm gonna tell you is that yes, a lot of adjectives end in oso. Sorry that I cannot give you a more detailed explanation, but you gotta understand I can barely think right now. So, But yeah, you are right. A lot of adjectives end in oso or osa, obviously, if it's a female adjective. Well, female adjective, I mean the female version of an adjective. Because usually adjectives have basically a male version, a female version. Most of the times it's the male version ends with an O and the female one ends with an A. Most of the times, if not all the times. But yeah. For example, what I wanted to say is that usually adjectives that end in oso, they are based on a noun, usually an abstract noun. For example, you have the word talento, which means talent, obviously. So when you want to say that someone has talent, you say that they are talentoso, right? Well, they are. he is, because if you say they, you will have to say talentosos with an S at the end. Obviously talentosa if you talk about a girl. But yeah, basically the point is that yes, a lot of those adjectives are based on abstract nouns. Well, abstract and maybe not so abstract. But yeah, that's how it is. Another one is, for example, you have the noun cuidado, right, which means care, usually. It could also mean caution, depending on the context, but the point is that you have that, and you have the adjective cuidadoso, which means someone that is careful of something, right? So yeah, basically adjectives that end in oso are based on an abstract noun. That's usually how it is, at least. So I can finally use the fucking Yukari gap here. Was about time I could test it. And it works pretty well, I gotta tell you. Just that obviously you still need to dodge the first wave, but honestly, compared to how much of a pain in the ass it is to dodge the second wave, I will definitely take this. Yeah, that's fucked up. Okay. So I gotta remember that for this one I don't have the active card that deletes bullets, and also the gap here is absolutely worthless. So this has to be dodged the good way. And when I say the good way, I mean the normal way. That was pretty close too. Well, I just wanna tell you two things. Marisa is a piece of shit, Sanae is absolutely broken, and I just wasted 3 hours of my life trying to figure that out. And the saddest part is that I already knew it, so it's not like I figured anything new out. Can you believe that? It's pretty funny. I mean, in a very trashy way, it's funny, but you know, you're actually going to do it. But that's the thing, dude. Like, that's why I wanted to do this. Like, that's why right before I ended the stream, well, right before I was about to end the stream, I told to myself, wait a second, what if I do this that I was out to do anyways, right? Like, I wanted to do before, but somehow I forgot. So yeah, basically, you need any further proof? Marisa is a piece of shit. Sakuya is also a piece of shit. It's just that you are a prodigy with Danmaku movement, you probably can make her work. And then you have Sanae, that is clearly and without a doubt the best character in the game, and also the, you know, absolutely broken one. So don't have any doubts. anyone that tells you that Sanae is not the best character in the game, it's either a god that can make Sakuya do crazy shit, or a moron. So either that or that. So if you're not a god yourself, don't fall for the Sakuya trap. You need to be a god. If you are a god, Sanae is good but not broken. I don't know about that, dude. I mean, good but not broken. I mean, see, here's the thing. When you go from failing so badly to be able to do this and have 5 lives to spare, I don't know, dude. What do you want me to tell you? I mean, obviously, we can have a different definition of broken, yes. But what do you want me to tell you here? When I go from not even being able to get to Dragon Eater to beating it on the first try with 5 lives on stock, I don't know, dude. You can say Marisa is broken in the bad way, right? But the problem is, I also couldn't do it with Sakuya, and Sakuya, as you say, is supposed to be on par or better than Sanae. But what's the point of that if only like 20 people in the world can make her work, right? That's my point. In any case, that doesn't take anything off from this run. That was a no bomb of the extra stage, yes, with Sanae, so she's on that.